Someone wrote in, is it normal to have doubts in a relationship? And they write into themarriagefoundation.org. We have a tab, Ask a Counselor, and it's a free service. And the Marriage Foundation, we have lots of information. I founded it. My name is Paul Friedman. And so I would like to address this. So this person, I'm not going to tell you whether it's a man or a woman. It could be both, either. Use the word relationship, not marriage. And there's a big distinction here. So if you are in a relationship, but you're not married yet, and you have doubts, it is critical that you explore. Even if you have to go to if you're really thinking about marrying this person and you have doubts about them, if you have to hire a private detective, do so. Because you're talking about spending the rest of your life with someone, you got to make sure that your doubts are not founded in some kind of reality. Now, if you're going to get married, then this, by the way, this is important for you to subscribe to this channel so you can learn about marriage, learn about relationships. If you're just in a relationship moving towards marriage, I'm going to repeat it, you have to find out. You won't find out by asking them. You could find out by asking their friends. You could do a little digging, but you got to know. You got to know the truth. You don't want to marry a philanderer. You don't want to marry, male or female. You don't want to marry a pedophile. You don't want to marry a drug addict or an alcoholic or someone who has some serious problems or is seeing someone else. You want to be sure that the person that you're going to marry measures up. Yes, marriage is all about love and building a connection there, but it has to start on a foundation of knowing each other and making sure that the person you want to marry has the qualities that you admire and does not have qualities that you really find problematic. And unfortunately, too many people get into even longer term relationships without doing the discovery. And they end up marrying people. I know a guy, personally, who had lost his child. And he was not dating or anything for years and years. He was single. And he lost a child from a previous marriage and started seeing someone and didn't do the digging that he should have been doing. And he found out a year or two into the marriage that his new wife was on some heavy medication. At first he thought it was just vitamins that she was taking. And then more and more came out, this poor guy. And I worked with him and I said, look, you gave your vows, but it would be understandable if you separated, but he chose not to. He thought, no, this must be this is his thinking. He said, this must be some payback, and I'm going to stick it out with her, and I'm going to make sure that I'm the best husband who's ever lived, in spite of her being truly debilitated by serious and very real clinical mental illnesses. And interestingly, one day she decided she didn't want to be married to him out of the blue. And he felt like he was the luckiest man alive. You just never know. You don't want to get into a situation like that, though. Do your research up front. So there are no doubts. There are no questions. Now, if you're already married, like with my friend, you're past the point of no return. But I have a little bit of a different philosophy. I say you're past the point of no return if you have children. Otherwise, you got to get to the truth. Again, without asking him or her, you got to get to the truth. And if it's something you cannot live with, then you can live without it. You have free will. So although I'm a strong proponent of sticking to your vows, I also understand that when people make vows and they're hiding stuff, it doesn't quite count the same. So I hope this was helpful to you. Again, subscribe to this channel, learn more about marriage, because marriage is supposed to be happier every single day of your life. Every single day of your life is supposed to be happier than the day before. And love is supposed to just flood you to where you're on cloud 9 all the time. That's how marriage is supposed to be. It's what you should expect, and it's what you should learn how to do. So for sure, use one of our books, or if you're in a relationship, go to Premarital Academy.org and learn. Learn and apply. I love that. Learn and apply. God bless and take care. Thank you.